I remember the very first school tour I did here in Dubai. I walked in, I saw shiny facilities, I smiled at the polished presentations, and then I walked out more confused than ever. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. It's open day season here in Dubai, and as a mom of three who has been to dozens of school tours, I can tell you no two are the same. And most parents don't know what really matters until it's too late. So today, I'm walking you through the real value of school tours, what to notice, what to ask, and what might mean more than the campus fountains or Olympic-sized pools. Whether you're applying now or you're in the process of narrowing down your shortlist, this video is for you. Let's be real. Most school websites these days, they look incredible. Modern classrooms, happy kids smiling, teachers looking like super friendly, impressive test scores. But the tour, that's where you start to feel the school's culture. When you're on a tour, you're really asking questions like, do the students seem happy and engaged? Are the teachers looking relaxed and are they present? Or do they look rushed and rehearsed? Can you actually imagine your child here at this school day after day? You have to do that gut check while you're walking through the halls. It's much more powerful than any league table that you will be presented with. Open day in Dubai vary widely, and that variation tells you something important. So GEM's School of Research and Innovation, this one, it felt like a tech showcase. Valet parking at the front with red carpet waiting as you were walking in. There were robots patrolling the corridors. Everything screamed cutting edge. Now, it's exciting, and if your family values futuristic thinking and design and innovation, this vibe can really be compelling. But here's the thing, flashy tours don't always equal day-to-day experience. So while this tells you the school wants to play in the innovation space, make sure you also ask how that innovation translates into everyday learning routines, the well-being of students, how the students are actually supported. Victory Heights Primary School, this was the complete opposite. And it was opposite in a very refreshing way. There was no flash, there was no staging. It felt just kind of very calm, normal, happy classrooms. The teachers greeting the students by name, and there was a sense of genuine warmth that you can't really stage even if you tried. I think what struck me the most was how many parents lingered around after the tour, chit-chatting, not because they were waiting for something, but because they just wanted to talk to each other and connect. It felt like there was something of a real community there. I think this tells you something quite powerful at Victory Heights. Community is part of the school experience. It's a real insight for families focused on day-to-day life over the flashy presentations. It's not what the school says. It's what you feel walking through those halls. And to get the most out of any open day, you have to ask the right questions, especially the ones they don't always cover in their top level presentations. Open days aren't just about what you see, they're about what you ask. Because let's be real, all the brochures and the websites, they pretty much say the same thing. It's the answers to your questions that help you figure out, is this school that will actually work for my child and my family? So here are a few questions I really recommend for you to ask. What is your phone policy? Some schools don't allow phones at all. Others let kids use them in certain subjects. Either way, you want to know. How much homework is expected each week? Now, this can range from barely any to about 2 hours a night by, say, year 7. And it really depends on the school's philosophy. What happens if my child is struggling socially or academically? This question, it'll give you insight into how responsive the school really is beyond just academics. What is your approach to AI and tech in learning? This is becoming a big one, and their answer can tell you how forward-thinking or not they are. Do you assess students with grades, or is it based on mastery, like proficient or emerging? Assessment styles here in Dubai vary a lot, and they tell you a lot about the school's mindset. Now, I've created a full checklist of smart questions, including some Dubai-specific ones, like how the schools adjust for Ramadan, or whether residential trips are mandatory, and if parents are regularly allowed to enter school grounds, and even things like what time does the school day start? You'll find that full list at the end of the video, so feel free to stick around and then take screenshots, bring it with you to school tours so that you feel much more prepared. Here are some of the things that I pay attention as I walk through a school. Are student projects or artworks on the walls? And are they recent or are they from last year? Are the bathrooms actually clean? And does it look like it's been looked after? Do teachers interact naturally with students, or does it feel like they're kind of putting on a show? Do older students greet you as you go through the halls? Do they greet each other? Or do they tend to just keep their heads down or avoid eye contact? Do younger kids look comfortable, confident, and at ease in their space? And what is the overall mood in the shared spaces? Does it feel calm, energetic, chaotic, and wild? I think sometimes it's the smallest moments that speak the loudest. Even say how a receptionist welcomes you. You can tell more about the school's culture through something like that than a super polished PowerPoint presentation ever will. So how do I process tours without getting overwhelmed? Well, honestly, after each school tour, what helped me the most wasn't trying to rate everything immediately. I think I think what you need to do is just kind of like take a moment, sit with how you're feeling, what it felt like being in the school. Did I like it? Did I feel overwhelmed? Was it exciting? I think sometimes your gut tells you more than a spreadsheet can. So typically a day later or so, I jot down some quick notes, what stood out to me, what I liked, what made me pause and kind of question things. Because when you're touring multiple schools in a very short period of time, things start to like blur and then you have a hard time remembering which school was which. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. Just go to one school at a time, talk to your child if they're involved in the process, and ask how they felt about the school if they went on the tour with you, because it's about finding your version of what feels right. Some final thoughts from one parent to another. I just want to say, you're not just looking for a good school. You want to really look for a school that fits your child's personality and the rhythms of your family, which can be very different. You want to make sure that your values around education, learning, and community fits with that school. I mean, some families want really quite a bit more structure and tradition, whereas other families really value flexibility and more of that community energy. If you want a place where parents are actively welcomed, that's great. Whereas others might prefer a school culture that focuses on the student's independence. There is definitely no one size fits all, but there is a right school for you. I promise. There are over 200 schools here in Dubai. So just be prepared. Ask the smart questions. Watch for those quiet moments during your visit and trust your gut. It's one of the best tools you have as a parent. I hope this gives you a clearer lens for your next school visit. If you already toured a few schools, I'd love to hear what stood out to you. So please drop it in the comments below and we can all learn from each other's experiences. And if this video helped at all, please give it a like and subscribe. I have next episodes about finding the right curriculum for your child, whether it be IB, British, or American, what the differences are between the curriculums, and which one will help you get into the right universities. Thanks so much for watching and good luck. Talk to you soon. Bye.